Hello and welcome back to Ikiti Streams Create Above and Beyond. How are you all doing? It's a Friday. Enough of that, enough of that. Right. Hello Dido, how are you doing? I saw you streaming, I saw you. I was fortunate at work so I couldn't actually see you, but I hope your stream was good. I hope you had fun. I'm still gonna be struggling to figure this out, but I think I have an idea. So, over here, right? This is where we're at, right? And we've been struggling, bashing our head against this bit for a while, right? So we've got the expensive bricks. We've got plenty of ender garnish. We've got quite a few gateway thingies now. We've got the possibility of making that, but we kind of hit a little bit of a pause because we couldn't quite get enough energy to make the bits that we need to make the alien alloy. So over here with the induction smelter, we need to make these things, right? So we need to make too many buttons. So we need to do this, right? Which is the tall poise bush, the silver ingot, and the ender dust, and we need to do an induction smelter for that. And yes, well, we could kind of put all of that together and make an induction smelter. We're also trying to do several other things at the same time, though, because that's kind of what we do. So, because we got stuck behind the gatekeeper of lumium, that one, the lumium ingot. So what do we use for the lumium ingot? Easy peasy. Over here. Where'd it go? Not the pulverizer, not the thingy. Wow, brain. We were going to try and find a way to make lava. Either way, we were going to try and make a way to make lava, because we need to have. Let's go over here. So let's go back down to the beach. I am glad you are doing great. I am very, very glad it is Friday. It has been one of those weeks. I've been messing around down here for a bit, kind of making sure that all of this is still running smoothly before the stream. Running smoothly before the stream. I apparently have a bee farm. Not a tree farm, it's a bee farm. I don't know. I need to figure out how to get rid of those. I don't want to just break them though, so meh. But yeah, we've been over here kind of poking at a couple of things. I've realised that I this part of the that also works. This part had also run out of clay. So yeah, we're just kind of like doing a bit of housework really. Oh, that was a good view then. That one with the smoosh and the poof. So yeah, and we've and in the meantime we've been making this. Ooh, let's have a look. Dedalith. I can make an OP kinetic power source flywheel. Ooh, very nice. That's that guy over there on the back of my my mechanical craft. I love the flywheel. But wow, box full of stuff. Right. Yeah, so as I was saying, doing a bit of housekeeping. But if you come over here, this was what we were struggling with last time. This guy here. So we needed the magma crucible to make the energized glowstone, right? Because the energized glowstone gets turned into the lumium ingot. See? Lumium. Ta-da. Right? Which is all of this lot together. So which is the energized glowstone, the molten copper, and the molten silver. Which is really, really expensive. So, at thermal. So what I've been trying to figure out is how to get enough power into that thing to try and get it all kind of going. And I think actually speaking, we might not have to do it. So, because I thought, oh my god, we're going to have to make the pyrolyzer, which means you've got to make that guy, which is the nether bricks, the blaze rods, blah blah blah. I don't know how to make that either, so that's going to be a fun. Do stay blaze redstone. Yeah. That one, to be fair, is a lot easier to make. So we needed to make the pyrolyzer, that one. I still can't say it. The photogenic isolator, because that is what you need to grow the happy chappy poise bush. This guy here. That's what you need here. Is the photogenic iso. But actually, it might be better because I wanted to complete this leg first because I thought that would be the easier side. But actually, I think this might be easier first to get to here to then complete that. Now, bear with my thinking here. This way needs you to make the lumium, right? In quite a quantity. You need to have 2 lumium gears, and in order to make 2 lumium gears, you need 8 lumium ingots, which means you've got to bake some pennies and wait for the energized glowstone to burn down, and you can't just chuck them all in there because it genuinely run out of energy. It can't keep up with itself because it's quite expensive, right? Following? However, if you go this way, and we actually do just jump straight to the induction smelter, which doesn't require any kind of lumium to make. You've just got the sand, blast furnace, the invar machine, the coil, and the invar gears. You can kinda get to the end of chapter 3A, which gets you the Enderium machine, and once you've got the Enderium machine, you can get lava in a much easier way. Now, if I show you over here with the Ender tank, the idea is because I was musing over this problem. I was musing, as you do. I was thinking about this over the last couple of days and thinking, how do I get over this like hiccup, shall we say, this power problem that we've got going on. If we can make one of these, or 2 of these, in fact, the lava machine that I made in the Nether, if I quickly skippity doodle over there. So for those of you that have been following on this path of craziness, you probably recognise some of this. For those of you that haven't, this will be completely new to you, and it'll be an absolute treat. But over in the Nether, I made a very sufficient, and you can see I was testing, by the way. Look, that's you can shove a minecart through here, but you kind of still need to have something on the other side to be keeping it as a chunk load, and it's complicated. See, you can bring it through, and you can take it on. And I kind of thought, well, I could, and then run it all the way over there, but actually, do I want to? Right, okay, I've taken the dangerous boots off. Right, so, we're going to go on a bit of a jaunt, real quick. I don't like the Nether, as much as you do. But, here we go. Because, with I think it was chapter 2? Probably chapter 2. With chapter 2, we had to make a whole thing down here in the Nether to create another marvellous, mysterious machine. So if I come over here and refresh your brains. Hedger. Hey, it still works. Right, so, refresh your brain just a little bit. Over here you had the vine farm, and it would then bring the vines along, chuck them into the middle of this thingy over here, which then would mixy, which then would spit it over here to be the fluid tank. This is the soul fluid, which then, if you chucked some of the contraptions on, there aren't any in the system right now, but if you chucked some of the level 1 contraptions on, they'd come around here and go into this thing here, which would spit lava on them. So, which was, I think, chapter 2? Yeah, no. It's the end of chapter 2. There you go, that bit, right? We did all of this for the end of chapter 2A, and then we never ever used it again. Because, you know, we had the items that we needed from it, why would we need to keep using it? And what we have here is something that actually potentially we might be able to rejuvenate and reuse. Because this here is the lava. And this is connected to a permanent, like, source block, basically. Because it's connected to a giant lava sea over there, it's never going to run out of lava. So if we then did, like, an ender tank in here, in this point instead, you could still use this part of the machinery, but actually, if we then connect up the ender tank here, and the ender tank in the overworld, we should be able to use unlimited, because that's basically what this is, unlimited lava to power a couple of generators, and basically get over our power situation. That's the plan. That is the plan. So so we're gonna skip the planty bit for now. Let's get back to the safety of the overworld, which isn't really that safe, but never mind. So yeah, that's the plan. I think because I saw somebody else do it, and actually it worked really, really well. So I think that's the plan. Induction. And then we're missing 2 things. But that's fine. Because we got one of them now. Because we got that. To make the blast furnace. And then once we got that, we should only be missing the one Invar gear, which is basically what that thing's doing down there. There we go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Quickly now! Quickly! Panic, panic! Oh, well, don't panic. Don't panic, Mr. Mandarin. There we go. Invar ingots. Right, so we should now, after all of that, be able to make the induction smelter. Ta-da! Ta-da! Right, quickly sleep. Because I don't want to be nibbled on by zombies while we try and figure this one out. That would be rude. Very rude. So, let's go back over here. I might nick the lava, the what you call it, magmatic dynamo for now. From over here because it's not needed because it's got that. The magmatic dynamo, which is here, is kind of what's powering that there to charge the crystals, so the crystals can then be turned into that stuff there, which is the like the destabilized redstone. So I'm gonna nick it for now because I can then use it to power the induction smelter, and I don't have to interfere with this one, which is still working. So induction smelter. So last time you saw me make the magma crucible, this guy, right? And you can see you've got your own little window where you can see how much power you've got, the information about what it does, as well as over here you've got the pneumatic dynamo, which is the one that eats pennies to make power, right? And that then turns the glowstone into the energized glowstone, which is what you can see here in my bucket. My bucket, dear Liza. So, over here, we've got the next machine, right? This is because it's create above and beyond with a lot of thermal series on the other side of things, especially in chapter 4, where you have a lot to go through. Have an awful lot to go through. Or, you can go into the alchemy side of things, which also involves a lot of... I mean, it'll be fine. We'll figure it out. We'll figure that one out. But the induction smelter, much like the one that I'm standing on, gives you all of that information as well. So smelts metals and things that require higher temperatures, useful for processing ores and creating advanced blocks. Will absolutely not cook food. Okay? No foodie. No food. Right? But what it can do is it can make us the special Enderium ingot, which is what we're trying to get to. This here. So let's grab some of the ender dust. I really ought to finish decorating this place because we have plenty of ender dust. because our leaf plant farm is working far too well. And we're gonna hoop up here, and we're gonna chuck in the tall poise, the silver ingot, and the ender dust that's now loaded. Hopefully this works. If it doesn't, I scream. Right, and we chuck the magma into here so that it can start powering. And you can see here, it's doing the thing. Look, see? You can tell it's doing the thing because you get the arrow starts to fill in. To show recipes, you can click on the arrow and you can see what the recipes will do. So you've got now an easier way of creating brass without having to use that machine over there, which takes a while. So you've got all sorts of different things you can do. And this is where you get the reagents, where you start combining the reagents to get other results. So yeah, you've got all sorts of different things you can make here. All sorts of different recipes. So definitely something to have a look at. Yeah, we're probably going to be looking quite closely at this later on with the next few steps. And oh, look at that! Look at that! Enderium ingot. Can I say it again, just for good measure? Enderium ingot. I also do apologise because I probably just blew out all of your eardrums. Sorry. Enderium ingot. Ta-da! Alien alloys. Oh yeah. Right. Back to the book. Ta-da! Fire up your induction smelter for 2 rounds of processing. First off, refine your silver ingots with the ender dust and the poised bushes. I can officially say I've done that. The second step, because you've got to throw it back through the machine again, is to shove your Enderium ingot and your inductive mechanism through to make the abstruse? I think it's abstruse mechanism. Probably. I mean, this. It's a game made for children. Stop it. Stop it with the big words. But Enderium ingot. I'll take it. I'll take it, and I'll run with it. Right. So we need the. Oh, hey, look at that. As if by magic, I have some in my box, in my bag. These guys. I'll let this one finish its round, and then we'll chuck it back in there to make the bonus item from chapter 3A. Finally. We're going to need a lot of those, and an ender casing, which is obsidian and an ender pearl. Of course it is. Makes complete sense. Why wouldn't you think it was that? Makes complete sense. And you can see it does use up quite a bit of them, so I'm going to have to figure out some other way of reproducing this tall poise bush. And also the silver is very, very expensive. I do kind of wonder, and I saw somebody else do this, where they built a machine that basically would just sell items and make automated money. So, I mean, when in Rome, right? So, those and those. So, the inductive mechanism and the Enderium ingot. Let's go. Let's go. I don't think we're going to have quite enough. We've only got 6. We need 7, 8. We need 8. Yeah, we need 8. So we might have to quickly go get some more pennies, so we can keep that going. We've got 8. Let's go back to the base really quickly before it gets dark. Because again, I don't want my face to be nibbled by zombies. Ah, you see, we're figuring this out. I told you we'd figure it out. No panic. No panics. So, we've got the truce mechanism to the things, whatever. And pearl. I mean, I probably could have grabbed a couple of those, but oh well. Obsidian. Hey, I do actually have some obsidian. I believe this is going to make 2 anyway, so like all of the other blocks that have happened. I still haven't made that, by the way, Deedlith. It's on the to-do list. the flying Grindy stick of doom. It's apparently very good for exploring with. So, 1 ender pearl, 1 obsidian, 2 ender casings. 1 of those in there. Surround it with the abstruse mechanisms to get the Enderium machine. If I go over here now, into my catharethith, you can now see, marvellous, the power of instant teleportation is in your hands at last. Surely there are some places in your factory where this could really speed things up. The answer is probably yes, because there's a lot of things in my factory that could be improved. So, here comes the spill. You ready for it? I'm not. The Enderium machine. The Enderium machine can be chucked into the smithing table and turned into a billion of other things. A bit like all of the other mechanisms. You're getting the idea at this point, I'm sure. So, what can we do with it? A diamond and a Enderium machine can make a portal controller. I have no idea what that does. Usually I tell you what these things do. It says a portal controller. Maybe we can teleport places. The fluid tank makes the ender tank. This is kind of where I'm leaning to right now for us to be able to power all of the other machines so that we can keep this production going. Hope you're following. Good. The resonant integral component, so this is for use with a lot of the thermal series. It makes machines better in one way or another. So it'll speed it up or it will increase its storage capacity, right? Combining that with an energy cell, you can get a ME quantum ring. I have little idea what that does. The Fluix Pearl, you'll make the ME quantum link chamber. I believe those 2 items are part of the ME storage system, which looks really, really cool. Am I going to do it? Probably not. But if you're into doing something really very difficult and very, very expensive, have a look at the ME storage systems because they are very expensive and very cool, and they look like servers. And, as tradition, the ender chest, just combining it with a chest, you get an ender chest. Now, for the more astute of you all, the observant, that means, you'll notice underneath the tank you've got white, white, white. There's a reason. So you can have more than one tank system in operation. So much like ender chests in normal Minecraft, where the ender chest connects to the ender chest, and it's the ender chest no matter if you're in the end, if you're in the nether, if you're underneath the ground in your mines. The ender chest is the ender chest. So when you open it up in any area, you'll see what you put in there earlier and you'll be able to pull it out. This one, slightly different. You can colour code them to talk to other tanks, depending on what's inside that tank. Right? So if I colour coded that, for example, black, 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 right? Complete opposite, black, black, black. And I put that in the nether, and then I put one in the overworld, and also did black, black, black. If I was pumping lava into the one in the nether, it would also be appearing in the overworld, right? Because the two of them are black, black, black. If the one in the nether was black, 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 and the one in the overworld was white, 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 then the white one would not fill up with lava because it's not tied to or linked via that colour system. That's what that is. This is how you can have several different types of ender tank holding different liquids. Right, so as promised in here, this machine is already pretty overpowered. Yeah, pretty overpowered. And I think if I connect that up, I mean, oh, look at that! Look! So all I've done, literally, is just shoved it on the side of that. Because this tank is full, this tank is now accepting the lava. Now, if that's the input, if I turn it around, does that tell it to go the other way, other place? Don't actually even know how much is in there. We mustered up. Let's try again. So, what we forgot to do is we forgot to colour code it. So, red, red, and red. Aha! Okay. Well, I don't know what happened, but it instantly emptied. Which makes it kind of interesting. It instantly emptied. The telling factor will be when we get to the top side and see if there's anything in there. So that one's blue. Yeah, blue. Which means, theoretically speaking, if you wanted to be this crazy, which, you know, Minecraft players, yeah, probably crazy, you could send water to the nether. Yeah. You wouldn't be able to use it because whenever you empty a bucket full of water in the nether, it just immediately evaporates. But you could. Nothing's stopping you sending water to the nether. Although I do wonder, would it keep up with... Okay, this is where my brain goes when I'm doing silly things. If you then used one of the create pipes, would it evaporate before it filled out? Like if you had the pipe going really, really fast with water in the nether, would it just evaporate, or would it kind of... These things are going to keep me up at night, okay? These things are going to keep me up at night, alright? This is where my brain goes. Now, the telling factor is going to be if there's any lava in this little thing down here. Which hopefully there is. Please be some lava. Oh my god, look, look, look! Deep breath. Look at that! Look at that! There's lava in my tank. Oh my god! Which means, hang on, let's grab a bucket. Let's grab a spare bucket. Means, do you see that? Lava! So, theoretically speaking, now we can attach some pipes on here and just merrily feed it into the magmatic dynamo, so it can just keep powering. And this thing here if we do it on this, we'll be laughing, right? Because you can literally just lava. Can I put it back in there? That's cool. Lava? No lava. Lava? No lava. I mean, what? Cool. Cool! Okay, we've got it. Look at that. Dedalith, I have solved all of my problems. Right there. Right there. That happy little chappy. Which means now, this little area is going to become, I think, the new, like, contraptions slash, thingies. I think I now have one full bucket of, or yeah, because that's 4 ingots. Very good. And it still hasn't eaten the other gold thing either, right? Oh my god. Ha ha! Perfect. Actually perfect. We've connected it up. Go team. Oh dear. Well, we appear to have made progress. Against all odds. Hang on. Up the stairs. Against all odds, we've managed to make some progress. Against all odds. We didn't quite do what we wanted to do for the entire episode, because I wanted to get this bit done as well. But the Lumium is an absolute pain to make, and I'm not going to sit here and make it on the stream because I don't want to bore you all to death. I've already bored you all to death. They're about an hour as it is. I don't want to bore you anymore. So I'll get that going. I won't do it until you see me on the next episode, so that you can see the ding of yay, you've done the thing, because that's fun and exciting to share. So, but we have made progress. We have made progress. We found a solution in the means of shared ender tank lava to actually bridge the gap on our power consumption. Now what we can do is we can get a bunch of pipes and link all that lava up to some of the magmatic dynamos and make ourselves a massive battery tank, because I've got a feeling, if you look at the quests and stuff, I've got a feeling the next couple of episodes, the next couple of steps are going to need a lot of energy. So, it's a good thing we found a way around that already, because we've got unlimited lava now. Ta-da! So, yeah, I think I'll leave it there for that now. For there, because I imagine it's probably only going to be boring from here on out. So yeah, I will see you all on Wednesday. Again, for more fun and frivolity. And in the meantime, I hope you all have a lovely, lovely weekend, whatever you're doing. And I shall catch you on the flip side. Good night, and goodbye.